Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been so long since I've made a serious video. It's taken me a long time to get ready for this one, and I've got some pretty cool stuff that I'd like to show you. Lately I've gone to these big old 6,000 psi nitrogen tanks, and the reason for that is because when I get busy doing testing and working on y'all's guns, what happens is I'll go through, and it's not uncommon for me to go through 4 or 5 of these 90 4500s a day, and the little compressors that I've been using just don't hold up to that kind of abuse. So I figured I'd make it easy on myself, and I got a couple of these tanks, and it was actually a lot less expensive as far as the tank rentals were concerned. I got both of these tanks rented, and they gave me the gas, which is like, if I were to take it in and swap it out, it'd be like 25 bucks. But the rental, the free gas, and there's some kind of federal safety check you have to pay for when you rent one of these, and that's like $40 a tank. But anyway, I got these 2 tanks for about a little under 150 bucks for the year, and like I say, it'll cost me about 25 bucks for to swap them out, and so on and so forth. So what I have is the stick regulator from Ninja, and basically what this regulator does is it's an adjustable regulator. You can adjust it via this little doohickey here. I'm not going to really go into how to set it up and adjust it. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in that. And anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and top off this tank. I've got this style set for 4,500 psi, so as this cracks open, if I turn it the right way, slowly, we'll get our tank pressure on the left gauge, which is just under 5,000. And you'll see where we're set on the other gauge at 4,500. And then we slowly turn this one down, and it starts filling, and it'll stop filling at 4,500, unless of course the tank pressure is below 4,500. And the reason that I have this other tank is when this one gets below 4,500, I can fill this up as far as it'll go and then top it off with this. And I'm also going to be doing something else cool with this regulator a little bit later on in this video. So as we can see, our bottle is now full at 4,500 psi. And we're going to go ahead and take that off, and we just vent it like so. Loosen that. And then I can just pop this off. So now we're back to the nitrogen tanks, and I want to give Rich DeLore a big shout out for giving me this idea. What I've got is a 5,800 psi grease hose, a 30-footer, running all the way over here to this bad boy. Now this bad boy, you may have seen it, the plastic parts on eBay, and they came from Sapper Custom. I'll leave links for all this stuff down below. But what Sapper can do for you is he does hydrographics, and this is something that we talked about doing. And here it is in an 8K Blackbird, and this scope is one of the fake hogs, but it's a really nicely done replica. So back to the tank. I got to show you something else about that. This is completely temporary. This is just a brass fitting I got out of the plumbing section to get to 1/4 to 1/8 flared in pipe, and I've only got 1,000 psi on it, but still I've got this Gorilla tape wrapped around it just in case anything were to bust. So that is definitely temporary, and anytime you're dealing with these really high pressures, you definitely need to be very careful and kind of know what you're doing. I'm wearing eye protection right now as we speak. So let's go see what kind of a flow we get through this thing shooting some 8K. Alright, so that was 8K with the hose attachment. And I think what I'm going to do with this hose when I get it in its final configuration, there's so much air in here because the inside diameter is 1/4 inch and there's 30 feet of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run an elbow so it's not so stressed right there at that point. Replace this rinky-dink fitting, and I'm going to put another check valve in here so I can save all that nitrogen in there, so I can just pop that off and then be able to use this as just a regular fill station. Again, I am a Ninja dealer, and if you would like any of these products that you see, I can hook you up, so just give me a shout. I would also like to thank Rich Delore for giving me the idea about the grease hose. It works really well, but if you saw when I was shooting, it does take it a little time to catch up because it wasn't wanting to get the BBs out of the battery position because it just didn't have enough force behind it. But I mean, it works great for bursts, and those bursts, I imagine they were excuse me, maybe 50 BBs in each one of those bursts. So that is really awesome. And also want to thank Sapper Custom for this really cool body here. That's really awesome. Oh guys, check this out. While I was making this video, he actually sent me a picture of one that he is working on. And here's that picture. So just in case you wanted to do something crazy with a Blackbird like this, I will leave his information in the comments below. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, big shout out to Sergey, because this one actually has the very first 8K board in it. And it says Happy Birthday Mason on the bottom of it. So that was actually a birthday present. So appreciate that, Sergey. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, something else I discovered yesterday. Now that I've basically got unlimited air, I've been really testing some of the theories that I have. And these short barrels work a lot better for extreme rates of fire than, say, like the 23-inch tactical barrel or the 700 millimeter barrel. The 700 millimeter Russian barrel, that is. So if you plan on extreme rates of fire, you're not going to get the same amount of power that you would as far as velocity, but you can definitely get a lot more metal in the air with the shorter barrel. If you're looking for velocity, go for a longer barrel. Alright guys, that's about it. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.